toot. Olive Wood Piper here from Carl's Place. I'm doing the VR to Bearded Bristol for his 100 plus sub giveaway, and he wants us to talk about some childhood memories. I grew up in a I wouldn't say a poor family, but we really didn't have much. We always had plenty to eat, but we never took vacations. My dad worked hard, and when he wasn't working, he was working around the house trying to improve things for us. We lived in a basement. We had some bedrooms upstairs. So we didn't get to do much. My dad wasn't much of a camper. He really didn't like sports. Never went to any of my ball games. I was in the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts, but he never really participated in any of that. He wasn't into that kind of thing. The one thing he was into, and we were as well, every summer we used to go fishing. You know, we didn't go to a fantastic lake, or we didn't go on a beautiful boat and go deep sea fishing. We actually went to a pier. We didn't have regular poles, we had bamboo poles. And we would fish for snappers, which were basically baby bluefish. They were about 8 inches in length, you know. They were a lot of fun to catch. And we'd go maybe 3 times in the summer, 3 or 4 times. And I can remember my brother and I couldn't sleep the night before. Man, we were so wound up. We'd get up early, get up about 6 o'clock in the morning. My mom would make us some hot chocolate to take, and we'd get some donuts, and she'd pack a lunch, and we'd go to this pier, and we'd spend the whole day there. And when the snappers were running, boy, we can come home 40, 50 fish, you know, and they were good eating. I remember this one time, my brother always wanted to carry the poles. They were these big, long bamboo poles. And we had to cross this busy street from where we parked the vehicle to get to the pier. Yeah, my dad would always tell my brother, no, he says, you know, you got to carry these poles. There's traffic coming, this, that, and the other thing. My brother broke his stones to the point where one day my father relented. He said, all right, you can carry the poles. So he gives the poles to my brother. We head out, ready to cross the street. Cars are coming, so we're waiting for the traffic. There's a car coming in the lane closest to us, and my brother sticks the poles out into the street. The car hits the poles across his windshield. The guy loses control of the vehicle, almost crashes. Holy crap, I thought my father was going to lose his mind, man. He just went out of his head, just pissed off. My brother was scared to death, you know. I was laughing like hell. I never thought it was so funny. But anyway, my dad liked to fish, but he did not like boats. And as I got older, I began to understand why. My dad was a Marine, World War II, in the Pacific Theater. Anywhere he went, he was transported by boat by the Navy. And I think my dad, just based on his military history and such, had such an aversion to the ocean and boats, and I don't think he was a big fan of any of that. He didn't even like going to the beach. Well, one day I convinced him to go fishing on a fishing boat, party boat. We go out there, we're fishing, we're catching some good fish. we're not out there an hour, and my dad is just real quiet, not saying anything. And I said, Dad, you all right? You know, I don't feel too well. I said, all right. Well, the rest of the day, he just sat and really didn't feel very well. And I don't know if it was seasick. I really don't know at this point, but I really believe it had something to do with his past, and he just wasn't fond of the ocean or anything. But in any event, my childhood memory was definitely that going that 3 or 4 times a summer, going fishing, and particularly that one day when my brother whacked that windshield with those poles. Till this day, my brother and we laugh about that incident. It was the most incredible thing. I'll never forget it. So anyway, Bearded Bristol, congratulations. Thanks for the opportunity to tell this little story, and we'll look for you soon. Take care. Bye.